Good morning. I'm Linda Callahan, and you, good morning again. I am Linda Callahan, and I am a member of the Board of Trustees of the Unitarian Universalist Society of Amherst. I use she, her pronouns. Welcome to you, old friends and new, young and old, in the Zoom and in the sanctuary. You are an essential part of our celebration today. Whether today is your first or your 1,000th Sunday in our midst, we are stronger because you are with us. We are one people of many beliefs, many origins, sexualities, and genders. We are all growing, all learning, all loved. Just as you are welcome here. As part of our effort to seek feedback on how we are doing as a congregation, members of the Board of Trustees will be at a designated table in the social hall after the service this fall. Today, Dia Pavel, I think, and Jeff Clark, and I will be here to chat with you, so please do stop by to chat. We are grateful to be in community with you.
Good morning. My name is Robin Livingston. Many of you may have known me in the past by another name, and I invite you now to know me by this one and to celebrate this joyful change with me. So my name is Robin. I use they, them pronouns, and I am a member of the Worship Collaborative here at UUSA. Today we will be thinking about breath and spirituality and resonance. I am not wearing a mask well up front this morning. Our COVID wastewater numbers are currently under the threshold that the board has agreed means we will make masks optional in the sanctuary and RE. Anyone wearing a mask is more than welcome to sit anywhere in the sanctuary, but we ask that you please reserve the balcony for individuals wearing masks. I call us to worship this morning with words from Atina O. Danner. What if we tried to breathe together? Pull in, pull deep, release together. What would be born from a unified fulfillment of the bodily self and its undeniable need? What if we all try to breathe together? A shared breath is a moment, refreshment, and a reminder of our more than oneness. And if we continue, we slow and quicken a pace with each other. A murmuration of lungs becomes one organ singing. And if we continue, learn each other's rhythms, over time, rising and falling like waves, we become a perfect thing, a conspiracy dancing, a dance of need and met need, request and offering, feeding each other. What if we decided to breathe together? What if we open the airways? What if we unblock, unbind, unfetter the hands that feed us? The earth, the air, and the water that hold us and shape us were breathing together before we found ourselves existing. And so they will continue after we're gone. Imagine our final goodbye coming later than sooner. Imagine our final breaths in paradise. It is not too late to slow down, fall into the dance, catch the vibrating air and release our lungs into song. Anything breathing cannot help but breathe, but breathing together is a choice that we make. Come, let us worship together. I invite you all to say the chalice lighting words with me. They're in your order of service and on the screen. We light this flame to invite a world of peace, where we heal the wounds, where we share what we have with one another, where justice is another word for relationship, and we listen for what love has to say. And now please rise in body or spirit and join me and some hymn leaders in singing May Your Life Be As a Song, number 1059 in the Teal hymnal. So now it's our time for all ages. So if any kids would like to come up front with me, and if anyone who is not a kid would also like to come up front, you're more than welcome to also. Hi, everybody. My name is Robin. What's your name? Nice to meet you. So we've gotten a lot of rain the last few months. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Yeah. What do you all notice when it rains? Does it get wet? How about puddles? What else do you find when it rains? Wetness. Yeah. Worms. What else? Dark. Rainbows. Bugs. Mosquitoes. What else do we find when it rains? What? Rain. A lot of water. Yeah. Clouds. Rain clouds. Yeah. How does it make you feel when it rains? Happy? You can jump in the puddles. Yeah. What else? Adults, how does it make you feel when it rains? Sleepy? Anyone feel calm when it rains? Listening to the rain? Yeah, me too. I wonder if we can recreate the feeling of calm today in the sanctuary. I know it's not raining right now, but what if we could make our own little rainstorm inside? We won't get wet, but we can try our best. Have you ever made a rainstorm inside? Some of you have, maybe. Yeah, it's hard to imagine what it might look like. So we are going to use our bodies to make a rainstorm today. So let's all stand up and practice some actions. Okay, so first step in rainstorm is going to be rub your palms together. And now pat your thighs. Snap your fingers. Clap your hands. And now stomp your feet too. Okay. Excellent. So we're going to layer all of those little moments on top of each other to make a rainstorm. And now usually I would do this in a circle. We're not in a circle today, but we're all going to have to use our imaginations. So we're going to pretend that this is one big circle around our sanctuary. And I'm going to come stand in the middle of it. And if folks can help fill in the gaps in the circle as you can, that would be great. Or we can just use our imaginations for a circle. On Zoom, your rainstorm might sound a little different. It's hard to sound check a congregation before the congregation's here. So I'm excited to hear what the rainstorm sounds like for you all later. All right, I'm going to move into the middle and try to not get any feedback from the mic. Okay. So I'm going to make gestures, and when I hit your part of the circle, you're going to start with your action. Ready? Thank you all for helping me make that rainstorm.
My pronouns are he, him, and I am the Director of Religious Education here. This morning we changed up our plans a little bit. So we are starting our unit on medicine and how our Unitarian Universalist principles factor into medicine. We're going to do that for a couple of weeks. And then we have a pretty exciting thing coming up for December that we're going to start working on in November. So all I'm going to say is if there are any adults in this congregation who are very excited about looking silly and wearing costumes, I would love for you to send me an email. Don't talk to me after the service because I will not remember who you are or what you said. But if you send me an email, I might have some stuff coming up for you to be involved in. So that said, we also have, it's already happening right now, we already have middle school programming happening downstairs today. We have nursery care, and I am going to invite these 4 stalwart rainstormers to come downstairs with me, and the congregation is going to do something else.
Yes. We will sing Spirit of Life as the kiddos go downstairs. Number 123 in the hymnal, or up on the screen.
Come unto me, sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Thank you all for your help with the rainstorm. That was a pretty spectacular rainstorm. I took a class a couple years ago for emerging adults that talked about the sources of wisdom in Unitarian Universalism. It taught us several different kinds of spiritual practices that we were encouraged to try throughout the week. At one point, while I was going through this class, I explained it to someone in my life who asked me what spirituality means for me. This one was kind of a stumper. The best thing I came up with at the time was something that reminds me that I'm alive. I wasn't really satisfied with that answer. I can't remember now how I first heard about the etymology of the word spirit, but learning about it helped me frame what spirituality means for me. The word spirit comes to English from Latin through French for words that mean breath or breathing. I'm not sure if I'm still entirely satisfied with this, but it's given me more to think about in terms of how to bring spirituality into my life. And it also makes a lot of sense why I enjoy singing so much. Through singing, I'm breathing life into myself and sharing it with the people around me. So today, I'm going to invite you to explore your breath in ways that might not be familiar to you. I'm going to ask you to notice and change how breath feels in your body. I'm also going to ask you to do a lot of breathing. Listen to the signals you get from your mind and your body, and take care of yourself in the ways that you need to. Everything is an invitation. You are welcome to modify what I ask you to do, take a break, or decide to not participate. Any way you choose to engage today is good. So take a few breaths. In your own time, situate yourself in a position where you can feel your breath in your body. Take slow, deep breaths. Can you feel your inhale all the way down to your toes? when you exhale, can you empty it all out so that when you inhale again, the air fills you all the way up? You can relax your breath again and breathe normally. After we did that together, just notice, how do you feel? I know that when I take slow, deep breaths like that, I feel more calm and relaxed. My heart rate slows down and my thoughts quiet a bit. And as you're breathing now, can you notice, where are you feeling your breath move through your body? Do you feel it in your nose, in your throat? Can you feel your chest rise and your ribs expand? Or do you maybe feel it all the way down in your belly? Just notice. Now, thinking about where you feel your breath, see if you can take a deep breath into your belly. When you do this and take a breath that moves not your shoulders but your gut, you're using a muscle called your diaphragm. Singers in the room have probably heard about this. Your diaphragm is an upside-down bowl-shaped muscle that sits below your rib cage. And as you breathe in with your diaphragm, you're able to get more air into your lungs. In singing, diaphragmatic breathing helps us create resonance in our song, in our sound, and gives us more air to work with. It also helps calm us down. Those deep breaths tap into the part of your nervous system that's responsible for rest, digest, and tend, befriend responses. It's why a deep breath into your belly leaves you feeling different than the shallow ones you take from your chest and shoulders. So in your own time, find a couple of diaphragmatic breaths with me. If you're having a hard time feeling it, you can pick up a hymnal or a book or something about that heft and hold it out in front of you with your arms. And that will keep your shoulders still and open up your gut. Does that feel different? You can put your books down. Continue to breathe normally as I keep talking. So breath is how we create resonance in our voices and music and sound. So let's see if we can feel that resonance together. Brenda, can I have a C? So take a nice breath in, and with your lips closed, hum quietly on that note with me. Whenever you run out of air, take another breath and join back in. As you're humming, try opening up your jaw. Leave your lips closed, but open the space in your mouth. Does that feel different? Does it sound different to your ear? And as you hum, I invite you to feel where you can feel that resonance of sound. Do you feel it in your cheeks, your jaw, your throat, your chest? You can stop humming. Thank you. So we've started to think about and maybe also feel how the quality of breath affects sound, and how we shape sound and resonance in our various resonating spaces. So now I'm going to teach us a song about breathing. It's in the hymnal, but the way that I learned it was standing around in a circle on a back porch after dinner. So that's how I'm going to teach it to you. And I'm going to set that aside. We have the words up there. There are 3 parts, and we're going to start with the drone part. It's a little bit syncopated, but it's just all on the same note. So it goes, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Excellent. The melody part, the middle part, uses these words that are on the screen or in your order of service. And it goes, I'll do one line, and then you can respond. So we'll do a little call and response way to learn it. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. Excellent. So peace goes up and love goes down in the notes. So let's do that whole thing a couple times through all together. Ready? When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. Great. And then the third part is the upper part, and it'll layer in sort of right over the top of everything. And that one goes, I'll do it, I'll break it up again a little bit. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. When I breathe out love. Excellent. So again, with this part, peace goes up and love goes down in the notes. So let's do that whole part all together once through, and then I'll say more after that. Ready? When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. Excellent. So we're breathing in peace, and we're breathing out love. All right. So I'm going to let you choose whatever part that we just learned feels good to you today. We'll start all on the drone part that we learned first, and then we'll layer in the melody, and then we'll layer in the upper part, and then we'll bring out the upper part and bring out the melody, kind of like we did with the rainstorm, so it all ends up back on the drum. And as you're doing this, feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze and try to listen as much as you're singing. If you're in the sanctuary, I wonder if you can hear the sound bouncing off the walls. Can you hear all of the different parts at the same time? If you're on Zoom, can you hear the sound coming through this space, through the microphones and the cables, through the speakers, all the way to your ears? All right, let's give it a go. So we'll start on the drone part again. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe After we did all that singing, just notice for yourself, how do you feel? We use our breath to connect to spirituality, that breath of life. And singing together is one of the few times that we breathe together, synchronously. To start singing at the same time, we all have to take in a breath together. What we've done with that song is we've taken the breath from our bodies, from deep in our bellies, and made music. The breath started in resonating spaces in our bodies and moved out into our space together. The sound waves we all created started bouncing off each other, the walls, to form one sound. And as we started layering in harmonies, the sound waves started to mix together in new ways. We turned this space and our bodies into resonating space for sound and music. And the building mixed with our voice and our bodies becomes an instrument. We also use resonance to talk about the ways that we relate to each other. Have you been in a discussion and heard someone say, "That resonated with me"? It's not just agreeing with something another person has said, but feeling it within ourselves. To create resonance when we sing, we start with the breath, our own spirit. And to create resonance with each other, we have to start from a place of vulnerability and openness. To start with our own life force and to share it. This kind of emotional resonance helps us build relationships and communities, finding what we have in common with each other and sharing it. It's one of the ways that we can bridge the gap between people and finding common ground. Even when it feels like we may have nothing in common, we can all go back to our own life force, our own breath. As we were singing, were there times that you had to pause to breathe in? Ironically, that song doesn't give you much of a chance to breathe. It kind of just keeps going and going and going, doesn't it? But when we're all singing together like that, it's okay when you have to pause and take a breath. The sound is supported by everyone singing around you in a way that when you have to step out for a second, it will be there when you're ready to join back in. And that's something we can do for each other in community too. It's important to notice for ourselves when we're feeling tired, disconnected, and remember that our community has our back. Remember that we can pause and take a breath, and the song will be right here for us. While I was writing this service, I was thinking a lot about NASA's Voyager missions and their golden records. We've got a picture up on the slide. This is the cover of the record. The Voyager spacecrafts are two twin spacecrafts that were launched by NASA in 1977 and are now far off in interstellar space. Voyager 1 is the farthest human-made object from Earth. Both Voyager missions carry a golden record with images and sounds of our planet. There are greetings to the listener in many different languages, sounds of people and animals and nature, and a wide variety of music. The offertory that we'll hear from Brenda later is one of the pieces on that record. One of the engravings on the front of the record shows a map of some objects in our known universe to show where the record came from. This record tries to capture what it means to be human and what it means to be human on this earth. I wonder if distant life forms ever do get a chance to listen to the golden records, will they sound the same as they did when the records left Earth? Or will the journey have changed them? The words from our opening hymn go, "May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn to sing awake the light, and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night." It's nice to know that somewhere out there in space, there are cricket songs and people singing together, off to visit distant life forms. To imagine the music on the golden record serenading the stars on its journey. And now I'll invite the choir up to sing our anthem today, "How Can I Keep From Singing?" And I invite the congregation to remain seated and let the sound wash over you as the choir sings.
See